Welcome to TV Box Academy. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use CapCut's amazing text effects to make your video productions stand out, and how I made the beginning intro. Let's get started. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This is CapCut's project window. We need to create a text. Click on the text, click on default, look at the preview, click on add. It adds the text to the timeline. Go to the text entry window and type in LOVE. Then select your font. We're going to select sturdy and we're going to click on it. We need to resize this font. So resize it to cover most of the screen. Now let's go to import, hover over to stock material, click on it. I'm going to select this clip that couples are hugging each other. Click the plus sign to add it to the timeline. Now extend the text to cover the timeline. Scrub the timeline to see a preview. We're going to scale up the font to cover a little bit. Scrub to preview again. Looks good. Let's make a copy of the clip. You can grab it from the import window or simply right click and select copy and paste it. Move the copied clip above the text timeline and reposition it. Now go to your right pane and select remove background and click on auto removal. Now the love text is behind the scene. Scrub the timeline. It looks perfect. Let's add the text effect. Hover to your right pane, click on animation, and hover each one to see the preview of each animation. Select the one you like. And click on it. Scrub the timeline to see the preview of the animation. Now resize the timeline for both clips to match the text timeline. Hover to your right, select animation, and this time we need to select out animation. Select the one you like. And click on it. Run the timeline to check the preview. It looks clean. Let's try to select another one. Go to animation and select the drop down effect. Select it and click on it. Play the timeline again. And looks good. It just starts with reveal effect and ends with drop effect. Here we're going to create a see-through effect. Click on text, default, add it to the timeline, go to the text window and type in trees. Resize it and select the font, sturdy, and rescale. From the tab, select animation. Select the one you like. Make sure you are in animation, not out. Preview each animation and select. This is a reveal from left to right. We're going to run it again. That looks good. Export the clip. Then click on export to start the process. Now the tree animation clip is ready. Click cancel to close it. Now go to import, type trees and select a clip. Either drag it to the timeline or click on the plus sign. Trim the clip. Now, scroll the right pane and select Blend. Click on the chevron. It won't give you the option because we need to use the imported clip. Click on Import, select the trees clip that we imported, drag it on the top, and delete the orange text clip from the timeline. Run the timeline. Now we need to blend it. Hover to your right, scroll down and select Blend. Click on the blend and now select Multiply. And now you can see the trees inside the trees font. Let's give it another effect. Go to the mask and select Mirror Mask. Expand the mask. Try to resize it. Make sure it covers upper and lower font. Pull the chevron above or use a feather to feather the top and bottom of the text. Now resize it to reach your desired effect. Now go to your feather, increase the feather, and run the timeline. Let's give it more contrast. Expand a little bit. It looks good. And this is our final result. Here I'm going to show you how to create a face text effect. Click on the text, import. Now let me tell you what I did with this text. I used ChatGPT to create this complex background. The prompt I used was create a graphic in 60:9 size, black background and white fonts. Each word used should be motivational and encouraging words. Randomly size fill the screen. Then it gave me this with bunch of errors and a smaller screen. So I went back to the prompt and asked to do this. I said, make it full screen and also some words do not make sense. Then I got this back. Wider screen, but still some errors. I'm not too picky about this right now. From the stock material, let's type in face and look for a full face that we can use to place this graphic on it. That's the one. Click and add it to the timeline. Select the background graphic and place it over the new clip. Now expand the graphic to match the face clip. Now when you scrap the timeline, you don't see any difference. Go to your right pane and we need to use the blend option. Scroll down, click on blend and click on multiply. Run the timeline and you can see the text over the face now. Next we need to select a filter to make it black and white. Go to filter and select black and white. The preview shows fantastic. So let's apply the filter to the upper timeline. Now it looks more classic. Position it to the beginning of the clip and expand the filter all the way to the end of the graphic. Run the timeline to preview it. We still have more work to do. Let's make some adjustments. Click on the Adjustment tab and scroll down until you see Exposure. And bring up the exposure. It makes it lighter, and down makes it darker. Run the timeline to preview it. Let's make it a little bit brighter and run it again. That looks good. Now let's give it a little gradient shade. Go to Video tab, click on Mask, and let's select mirror mask. Expand the mask a little bit to the top so we can create a little gradient effect for both upper and lower frame. To make the shade smoother, go to the feather and adjust as needed. Run the timeline to preview. This looks good. Let's take a picture of this frame. Right here. Click on the menu up here and select Export as Frame. Click on Export. Now go to Import, Device, and this is the frame we just saved. We're going to use this frame as our thumbnail for this tutorial, since it looks very artistic. Here I have an audio track that I've muted for later on. Let's create a text. Go to text field and type in GYM, G-Y-M. Select your font. We're going to use a sturdy and scale it. Now reposition it to the beginning of the clip. Now go to Import. In a stock material, select your clip. Play the timeline and you see the text in front of the dancer. We're going to resize the text clip all the way to the point that we can cover enough area for our project. Go all the way. Let's select it to the point that the audio ends right there. Now select the dancer clip, click on it, and go to copy, paste it, and reposition it above the text. Make sure the upper clip is selected, and then go to Video, go to Remove Background, and click on Auto Removal. Background is removed and GYM text is placed behind the dancer. Run the timeline to see the preview. I'm going to try a different style. I'm going to remove the background by deleting the lower dancer clip. Before I do that, I'm going to copy the text track, right click, copy, then I'm going to go to lower clip and delete that. Then I'm going to paste the text and place it above the dancer clip. Now run the timeline. Placing the text under the dancer clip will put the text right behind the dancer. I'm going to resize the dancer clip. Grab the little corner and try to place it right in between the GYM text. Now let's go to the right and try to resize the dancer clip to match the other track. Since we need to create the intro, we need to make sure the ending matches the end of the audio track. So try to position the ending where the audio track ends. So for that, we're going to trim the beginning and push it forward again to the beginning of the clip to create more room for the clip to end at the same time as the audio track ends. So let's run a preview here. Kind of scrub the timeline. Yes, right there it exits the screen. We're just going to reposition it and now play the timeline to preview. The next step is to increase the volume that I muted. So click on the audio track and put the volume right in the middle. Play the timeline to hear the audio track. We need to sync the audio with the dancer. So for that, click on the dancer clip and increase the speed. This shortens our clip, which means we have to resize the text track and the audio track to match the video clip. Let's preview the adjusted tracks. Now let me show you another trick. Let's place a dancer in different positions. Go to video, go to blend. If you click on the blend, if you click on a screen, it puts a dancer behind the gym text. Now we want to put the dancer inside the gym text. So go to multiply and click. Now the dancer is dancing inside the text. Let's try to create a nice ending. Let's go to filters and select TV out filter. Place it above the other clips and resize it so it could match the ending. Right now we got the long filter here, so we don't need it that long. So we need to kind of shrink it down and make sure when she leaves the screen, the effect comes in almost right there. Since this is a dancing clip, we can use other options in CapCut. Let's go to AI movement. Scroll down until you see AI movement right there. Click on it and you see 4 options here. And you can select any of those options to apply to your dancing clip. I'm going to try the zoom AI movement and we're going to run it. Now the dancer zooms in and out. Let's run the preview. Now for the final touch, let's give it a TV sound, TV off sound. For that, we go to audio, we select TV off sound, select it, preview, and add it to the timeline. And let's preview it. And here's our intro. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.